Specifically, I want to mention Texas. I want to mention Florida. I want to mention Ohio. I want to mention Tennessee. I mention North Carolina. These are states where we see extreme partisan gerrymanders. The number of truly competitive districts and responsive districts in Congress is declining. It leads to more polarization and less willingness to work across the aisle and to do what's right for our nation. It's why we are on track to be the least productive Congress in our nation's history. There's no incentive to work across the aisle. What would the Fair Maps Act do for North Carolina? What would it do for the country? So we analyzed this, and we looked at the numbers, and right now, anybody will say we have less than 40 seats out of 435 seats in the U.S. House of Representatives that are competitive. The other seats, the other 90% of the seats, guaranteed to go to whoever wins the Democratic primary or the Republican primary, almost without exception. So we took this issue to the experts at Duke University, and we said, all right, if my bill, the Fair Maps Act, were to become law, what would that do? What would that do for this chamber? What would it do for the people who serve here in Congress? Less than 40 right now. They said if the Fair Maps Act were law in every state, including Texas and Illinois and Tennessee and Florida, we'd double the number of competitive seats. We'd go from 40 to 80, where the voters are the ones picking their representatives, where more members of Congress will be forced to do the right thing by working across the aisle to get things done. And now, Madam Speaker, there are many amazing members here who do what's right. They love their country, whether they're Democrats or Republicans in safe districts. But they're not incentivized to do it. But when we take politicians out of the process completely, we have better results. We have more fair elections. We have competition to get here. And it's been tried, and it's worked successfully in other states. We see great examples in Arizona, in Colorado, where independent, nonpartisan redistricting commissions have been able to draw fair maps. And you have responsive districts that change with the will of the people. The voters are the ones who should be deciding who serves in this body, not partisan Democrats or partisan Republicans